Matt Miazga is one of those guys, coming back from injury last year, a terrible injury, but his fourth game back today, working his way back, getting his footing again. But there's a crazy stat about him, and it's why today's loss was rare in a lot of ways with Matt Miazga on the field. This is his fourth season, Joe, with the Orange and Blue. They've only lost 8 times in those 4 years with Miazga on the field. So that's how much of a factor Matt is, and obviously he's a big star in this team, former MLS Defender of the Year. We sat down with Matt Miazga this week, and well, let's face it, we had some fun. All right, joined now by FC Cincinnati star defender Matt Miazga. And Matt, look, FC Cincinnati is a bit of a slow start to the season, but you're back now, you're healthy. The team is playing great. What has been the big difference for this club in the last few weeks or so?
The difficult start was due to a lot of injuries. I think we had quite a few, which is difficult to maintain, especially some really good players. But other than that, I think we've navigated well.
People are always wondering, is this the team that can finally do it? Long way to go. But do you see traits right now with this club that could lead to a championship?
Yeah, I believe so. I think this team is built to win. We've kept this core together now for a few years, and we've added some really good pieces, and we have a lot of young talent. So I think the mixture of players is really good, and I think that we have a really good team to compete to win and show ourselves that we're capable to win. So I think it's going to be a good season for us to do that, and we're really excited for it.
So let's have some fun here. If you weren't playing soccer, Matt, gonna make you think. If you weren't playing soccer, what would Matt Miazga be doing?
I can't tell you. It was soccer. It was A, B, C, D, E, F options.
Everything.
It was. Never thought of anything else.
Did you have a job as a kid or something you did?
I mean, I worked construction with my dad, just in terms of in the summers when I have summers off from school, he'd come and help me. So I'd have to help him. Yeah. But that was about it, really. So it was just soccer, and it worked out for me.
So Matt Miazga can build a house for you.
No, I can't build a house.
Oh, okay.
I can. I don't have those skills, but it was just more like a summer labor, I should say.
Yeah. I worked for a fencing company for a minute with my uncle.
Oh, really?
I don't know that I could build a fence now, back in the day.
I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to construction workers.
Yeah. Maybe an easier one to answer here. What do you do for fun outside of soccer?
One of my hobbies is going on Zillow and just researching houses. DIY projects, but just designers and seeing how they work, interior designers, architects, developers, construction workers, and just getting ideas and inspiration.
What's something weird about you? Something that you're like, people would find this weird. I have like a million things, by the way, that make me weird.
So something that people think is weird about me, well, my teammates specifically, is that I love 80s and 90s music, like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, George Michael.
Mix in some Def Leppard for me.
I mean, I'll sprinkle in Def Leppard, but it's more so that type of genre. Okay. People think that's really weird, that I really like guys who can put on hip hop, rap, country, and I'm just vibing. So people might think that's weird.
You have 2 goals in 4 seasons here.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they happened?
Yes.
Against who? Do you know?
First one was Red Bull. Second game here, because it was a nice moment for me because I came back to my boyhood club and I scored.
Did you yell, "It's personal"?
No. But it was, that was my announcement to my family that my missus was pregnant with our firstborn.
Oh my goodness.
So that was very unique for me and a beautiful moment. And then the second goal was the game right after versus Crew and Derby. And then I haven't scored since, so I gotta get some goals in me.
Yeah, that's pretty disappointing.
Clean sheets are more important. And wins.
All right, he is Matt Miazga throwing some George Michael, Careless Whisper, and he is ready to rock.
Careless Whisper, what a song.
Man, the saxophone, let it sing. Matt, thank you, man. Appreciate you. It's so full circle, Joe. We've snuck George Michael, Careless Whisper into the show. A couple of times in the last few weeks now, you love the line in football season, and now we find out Miazga likes 80s and 90s music. He's kind of likes Def Leppard, but he was a lot more interesting of a human than I ever realized. The fact that he calls a hobby just looking houses up on Zillow, just a fascinating guy.
First of all, some of the pictures you used in that piece were just A+.
I went full cheese mode.
As you should. And when you said I worked for a fencing company with your uncle, I thought you meant actual, like, on-guard fencing. Building up fencing.
Build actual fences, yeah. Look, Matt Miazga, interesting cat. There's so many elements and layers to him that I didn't get to. His dad, makes honey, has like a honeybee farm in New Jersey. He likes honey lattes, loves his coffee, doesn't drink coffee on the way to work. Like, there's so many things about Matt Miazga. And he also, by the way, he has a young one at home and then now has like basically almost a newborn at home as well. So he did that interview on, I don't know, just a couple hours of sleep while trying to play soccer as well. So he's living a whole new life right now, but a fascinating guy.
Let me make one point here about FC Cincinnati and
Yeah.
the Major League Soccer landscape. I spoke to Jamie Watson, who was on the call both of last week's game and also today's game for FC Cincinnati. He said of FCC, if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals at a minimum, this season will be a disappointment. That's how much he believes in FC Cincinnati and their ability to play at the highest level.
When you think about the stars they have, if they stay healthy, and by the way, Kevin Denke, Miazga said that's the most impressive goal he's ever seen in person, his bicycle kick. With those guys, I think the talent at the top speaks to that point as well.